beautiful people, what's up again? Welcome and welcome back to another video on this channel. It's your Nigerian baby girl for life, Simply Tracy, and today I'm here with something different from what I would normally react to. It's titled, let me just stop you, yeah, it's on CNN. It was an interview between Dana Bash and Lara Trump, and I think, oh no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. Let's watch this together. Maybe you've seen it before, maybe you've come across it, I don't know, but I want to watch it with you guys. Let's do this together.
You were there last night, and I'm sure that it was not easy, that it was emotional for you and your family. But as I mentioned, a lot has changed politically since that happened 3 months ago. Can you give me a sense of the state of things on the ground in Pennsylvania, where you just were?
Yeah, well, let me just briefly say, Dana, that it really was a beautiful moment yesterday in Butler. And I think it was really important in terms of healing for this country. I don't think any of us will forget, whether you love Donald Trump or not, where you were when you found out what had happened to him on July 13th. And that's a traumatic thing to happen to a country. And I can tell you, when we got off the plane yesterday, I was a little bit emotional, and I got to sit right next to Helen Comparator, Corey Comparator's widow, and his 2 daughters. And it was a really beautiful tribute. And I think it was important for Donald Trump to go back and create new memories for the people of Butler, Pennsylvania. And that's exactly what you saw yesterday. But listen, you're right. The polling would indicate that things are neck and neck. I can tell you there were over 100,000 people at that rally there last night. I have never seen a crowd like that. You couldn't even see, standing on the stage, how far back the audience went. And I think that shows you that there is continued enthusiasm and growing enthusiasm for Donald Trump. And I think as every day goes by, we are 30 days away from this election. People are really considering what kind of America they want to live in. Do you want to get back to a time where you have great economic policies, where you have more money in your pocket, a secure southern border, and peace agreements instead of wars breaking out around the world? They remember, I think, Dana, who brought them that. It was Donald J. Trump. And that's why I believe on November 5th, he's going to be victorious in this race.
Laura, I want to ask you about something that the former president said last night on that stage, specifically about Hurricane Helene in your home state of North Carolina. He said that FEMA is only offering $750 to Americans who have had their homes destroyed. That's not true. He's also echoing conspiracy theorists online who falsely claim that the administration is redirecting disaster money for undocumented immigrants. That's also not true. Why is he spreading misinformation in a crisis like that? And does that concern you about your fellow North Carolinians and how and whether they could actually get help?
Before Lara responds to that, I just feel like if you're a journalist, if you're a reporter, report, do not, if you're a reporter, just try to remain professional. I know it's our land. It's just the same thing. Sometimes when I'm watching interviews on candidacy during election time, or just prior to election, and then the reporters, you have your candidates in your hearts, because you're obviously you're American. You there are things that you expect. You have your expectations, you have your wishes, but I feel like being able to drop that aside and just do your job is what makes you professional. You already judging when you're trying to report, it's just, I don't know how to say it, but I have my opinion. I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself. I'm here to react to this. I'm here to show you I'm here to show you what happened, guys. Let's just listen to Lara's response.
I'm incredibly concerned in North Carolina. I hear every day from people on the ground there, and they are desperate for help. It is a dire situation there. I actually think we don't even know the extent yet of truly how bad it is there. And look, Kamala Harris did come out and say it's $750 per family right now. The idea that we've spent $650 million in fiscal year 24 on the migrant crisis that Kamala Harris was responsible for stopping, and by all accounts, she created by having an open door policy at our southern border,
but
is
Laura,
infuriating.
Laura, let me just stop you right there.
Of this country.
Let me just stop you right there, because I just want to not let this get out there. You are right that FEMA is giving $750, but that is a first step. It's for immediate needs. It's called the
Well, Alejandro Mayorkas came out,
needs assistance.
Dana, and said that they are out of money in terms of their hurricane relief. We have another hurricane heading towards Florida right now.
What they have said is that there is money
inept right now. Why don't they have anything in order? Why is it that right now the citizens in Western North Carolina are screaming for help, and it's having to come from local citizens? People from my hometown of Wilmington are driving across the state 6 hours to go to the mountains and help people.
It is bad.
Where is our federal government? Why are they out of money?
Okay. Is Dana reporting or is she advocating? I'm lost.
It is bad there, but my question is about the misinformation, particularly the notion that they are moving money to migrants, to, you say, undocumented migrants, which FEMA says flatly is not true. And if people are not getting correct information, then they can't go for assistance as they have been asked for. I just want to quickly play with Senator Tom Tillis.
Let me just say for 1 second.
Go ahead.
You have migrants being housed in luxury hotels in New York City. We have paid so much money from our tax dollars into the crisis that didn't need to happen. We could redirect money to help people immediately on the ground in North Carolina or in Florida, where we're probably going to have a situation coming up in the next several days.
That's a separate tranche of money. That's a separate tranche of money. I want you to listen to.
I want you to. This migrant crisis hasn't been a disaster for every American. It is a big problem,
but
and
that
you're
has
seeing the
nothing
results
to
of it
do
right
with that has nothing to do with the people in your home state right now. I want you to listen to what the Republican senator from North Carolina, Tom Tillis, said about the rescue and recovery efforts.
I'm actually impressed with how much attention was paid here.
She is such a Democrat by heart,
for what we're dealing
and
with
she's
here.
not even trying to hide that.
But right now, I'm out here to say that we're doing a good job.
So he and others are saying, please, to the former president and to others, stop spreading misinformation because it's hurting people in North Carolina.
I'm so glad to hear that he feels that way, but it's coming directly from people there. You can go online and you can look at videos of people recording themselves and posting online saying, we need help. No one has come here. We have nothing. And no one has even addressed the situation in my neighborhood or my area. So I'm glad to hear that he feels very good about that. And I hope that we hear more of that. I want them to recover there as soon as possible. And it's tragic, the loss of life that we've already seen. I think that number, sadly, is going to continue to go higher. And it's a tragedy all around.
I want to turn to something that we learned this week about from prosecutors on Donald Trump's role in trying to overturn the election results in 2020. When Mike Pence's life was in jeopardy, an aide told prosecutors that Trump said, quote, "So what?" Do you think that's an appropriate response to the notion that his vice president's life appeared to be in danger?
Well, I think that this is a ridiculous ploy, of course, in 30 days to an election to try and dissuade people from voting for Donald Trump. You know, the January 6th situation has been amplified to a level that I don't think is almost believable to so many people right now, when they're struggling to put food on the table for their families, when they're struggling to fill up their gas tanks, when you have dog and cat euthanization rates at an all-time high right now, because people are going to have to turn over their animals because they can't afford to have a family pet right now. When you have wars breaking out around the world, this is not the top concern for the people of this country. And the fact that this is coming to the forefront just speaks volumes about the fact that the Democrats probably don't feel good about their candidate of Kamala Harris. This is not the main concern of the American people. They want their affordable life back. They want jobs back. They want their country back, and they want their safety and security back. And they know who brought it to them. It's Donald J. Trump.
Let me talk about where we are right now, because we are 30 days away from an election. So let's look ahead to how Donald Trump will respond to the results of this election. Polls, of course, show that it is very, very close. It could go either way. Is there any circumstance in which Donald Trump would accept a defeat and concede?
Well, of course, if he feels that this is a free, fair, and transparent election, which, by the way, is my number one goal at the RNC. You mentioned at the top, I am the co-chair of the Republican National Committee. And our number one charge has been trying to make sure that we restore faith in our electoral process. There were a lot of people after 2020 all across this country who felt like maybe they couldn't trust that system. We want to restore the faith in that because it is really foundational, Dana, to who we are as a country, as American citizens. Every vote matters and every vote counts. And we have extended this offer to our friends across the aisle at the DNC. Please, at the DNC, please come join us in this pursuit of election integrity. And so we want every person to feel when they go vote in America, whether they're voting Republican, Democrat, or third party candidate, their vote matters and their vote counts. And assuming everything is free, fair, and transparent, absolutely. If Donald Trump loses this election, he has said himself he will be happy to accept those results.
Part of the reason why people are so unsure about what happened in 2020 is because Donald Trump claimed that it wasn't a free and fair election. And there's no evidence to prove that. There were, 60 lawsuits where lawyers like the ones that you're hiring went through the process, which he had every right to do. And there was no evidence of widespread fraud. His Attorney General, Bill Barr, said that again. So it sounds like you're setting up the same question of free and fair when that is what we saw. So again, do you see a scenario where he will take a different approach this election year?
Well, we are setting things up differently from the RNC standpoint. And we, instead of having to respond days, weeks, or months later to any issue that we might have, are going to have people in the room every time a vote is cast and counted so that we can ensure if there is any question about anything, we're addressing it right then in that moment. And we're not waiting later. Those lawsuits you referenced, by the way, the vast majority of them were not dismissed based on merit. They were dismissed on clerical errors. And if you go back and look at that election, let's just be honest. Everybody watching this understands that was a very different, very unique election. Laws were changed state by state illegally. It's the state legislature that decides the voting laws in each state. That didn't happen, and it was because of COVID-19. You had poll watchers who had to stand across a room and couldn't even see anything going on. You had massive information coming out that people just said, I don't understand what's going on here, and we never got answers to that. We're trying to rectify that right now. And we are hoping that 2024 is the year and going forward that people trust our electoral process once again. Again, it is our number one focus.
I want to say that there were more than 60 cases. They weren't clerical issues. And the thing that people need to understand is that if there was widespread fraud, as the former president still claims, he would have had to give evidence.
Oh my goodness, guys. So before I continue, I just wanted to say something. Please, let's all be respectful in the comment section. If you're an American and you're really touched by what's going on come November 4th, you have your rights. You have the possibility to go choose your person, your candidate, whosoever it is that you resonate with. So if you're in the comment section and you're pouring your heart out and someone doesn't really agree with you, you do not have to, go all bulldozer on the person or vice versa. Let's just be civil in the comment section. Let's just be professional in the comment section, but that being said, since we've cleared that part, I feel like you do not have to be pro-Trump to know that what happened in July was terrible. It's something I said in my last video. I was like, it is more politics right now than it is humanity. Politics has blinded us from, oh my god, my tongue is not raising anymore. Politics has blinded us from a lot of things, and we see evil and we just act because they are not our party, because we do not we do not agree on some certain things. Then yeah, it can happen. No, it's not right. What is not right is not right. That being said, I kind of commend Lara Trump, the way she was able to keep it cool throughout this interview. I'm gonna leave the link to the original video in the comments in case you've not seen it. You can go watch it, and there are other videos as well that you can watch without my interruptions and all of that. But I just commend her that she was, in all of this, she stayed cool, she stayed collected. And yeah, I don't know, I'm not an American and I'm not gonna vote, but I just feel like it's fair if everyone in the comments, if we can really bring this to the comment section, and you know your candidate and you know what makes you resonate with the person, you know what your wishes are for your country, and if you feel like this, what I have in my mind, what I have in my head, why I love this person that I intend to vote for is valid enough reasons, please leave it in the comments. You do not know who's reading, who's watching, you know, just to see, okay, maybe I do resonate with you as well, you know. I think things like that are gonna be helpful. I'm really excited about it. Let's do this. If you don't mind, let's do this. Let's just let me know what you think in the comment section. Who's it for you? Who is doing it for you? Because these debates, these campaign speeches, they are not just there for show's sake. They're there to let us know the plans they have for their people, and I think we should hold them accountable to that. So if you have your person, you have your reasons, please let us know in the comment section. I'm so pumped up and hyped about this discussion because, you know, it's Americans' election. The world is watching. Come November 4th, who's gonna be your candidate and why? You know, let's be civil in the comment section, like I said, because we're with humans, we tend to get really emotional and really passionate when it comes to politics, and we are so quick to insult. Please, I'm not gonna have that in the comment sections. I have to protect this sanctuary. It's a safe space. Okay guys, that being said, thank you for watching this video. Thanks for listening to my reaction on my take on this. I understand this is a very controversial video, but yeah, if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, and if this is your first time here, you are highly welcome. Hit the red button below, subscribe baby, and ring the bell beside it so you get notified once a new video drops on this channel. Yes, let me leave you here. Stay healthy and stay safe.